Today it's October the 11th, and I'm walking north on Dodge by Brandy Fenton Park. So I'm conducting a little Shaman religious ceremony, and in line with the Judeo-Christian ethic, and so as usual, the priests or the shamans, be they Mayan or Jewish, under the Mosaic tradition, they would start weeping and wailing. That's a cool place, Koi Pond. This is where you can get your Egyptian water lilies, and there's Indian mushroot. They even have meteors there. So as I'm walking north on Dodge, and I'm leaving the residential area and passing into the industrial area, I start my little ceremony, and I'm crying out to the Lord for forgiveness, because I'm such a cocky dude sometimes. And doing the Job, last chapter of Job, where he comes to the point of, where were you when I made the world? So I'm crying out and asking for forgiveness. Now here's where you get your cool crystals and rocks, and he's got some great deals on fossilized amber. So there's not a lot of people out, and I'm being really uninhibited. And now you see these kind of ceremonies more in Mexico, where they'll have their Ash Wednesday and do penance, and they'll have parades marching down the street, and people will be carrying crosses. But see, I'm headed towards the religious site, just as some people head towards Mecca. I'm headed towards the Jewish center. So I'm crying and asking God, forgive me, I am not worthy. And so as I'm passing the Federal Order of Police, let's see, Tucson Metro Fraternity Order of Police, Lodge 20, as I'm right in the middle of, I am not worthy, forgive me. Because see, there's the Jewish center that I'm headed towards. It's the only religious site. Ideally, I'd be at the Wailing Wall. But what startles me for a moment is I glance over. The PIMA County Sheriffs are there. There's 3 of them. 2 officers in drab green, facing me, in kind of an official stance, and they're looking over at the fraternity club, and there's a long-haired person with their back in black pants and blue shirt, and the officers on each side of this individual with their arms crossed, their legs apart in some official stance. Now, they didn't seem startled by me, so I thought, well, I'm not bothering anyone. And I figure they're doing some kind of drills or have some kind of stare down going with the police. I don't know. But I'm in the middle of a ceremony, so I continue on across the Rito River here. One of the few spots that homeless can sleep in, and the sheriffs are at least generous about that. I've had a few friends who were making too much noise, and much to my surprise, they didn't take their stuff. So I'm approaching now where the people are by the park. So I'm pretty much done marching towards the Mosaic Jewish Center there. See, come play at the J. I think that's a Freudian slip for Jesus, but what can I say? So I'm approaching Alvernon here, and I'm done. I've got a good connection going. I feel, God's saying, yeah, that's great. And so, like the high priest, after they go into the Holy of Holies to make appeasement to God for the people, I decide it's time for the water baptism and sprinkling. And so I head over towards Brandy Fenton, and I'm pretty much not making any noise at this point because I don't want to be a disturbance in the park. So I cross here and head between the dog park and head on over to the children's park. Now I don't want to bore you with the walk, so let's turn this off. Okay, so I finish about a 5 to 7 minute walk and I come to the children's butterfly park here, where people come. And this is my favorite place to have baptisms. It's full of butterflies, which represents metamorphosis. So I pick up a couple of stones, markers that people have left on the edge for the dead kids. It's an old tradition going back to Abraham and Jacob. And then there's a sprinkler running. And so I finish off with a good old-fashioned Catholic Irish sprinkling for the dead. I didn't have a baptism in there, and there's a killer amoeba now, and that kills people. So the sprinklers are running. I went ahead and placed a stone that I'd picked up over here. One of them. I think this is where I picked it up from. And like in tradition of the Jacob's Rock or the Jacob's Pillar or Abraham, or some of the Muslims who build monuments and holy sites, that was my intent. Okay, so I finished my 5 to 7 minute walk back. So I'm going south now on Dodge. And I'm all wet for my water sprinkling ceremony. But I'm not creating any disturbance. I'm just quietly walking down the road. And then I pass the place, here's the tunnel. You wonder why the kids are all messed up, because they're living in these holes down here. You should see some of their messed up art. You think you got it bad. How would you like to live in a pipe? And I didn't see that. I thought the sheriffs were done with their maneuvers, or whatever it was. But I know officers often have their parties here. Sheriffs and TPD alike. See, here's a poor guy trying to get across the street because they set you up here for the kill. They dump the bike path off there on the road, and there's no crosswalk there for the south side. And then we come to a very interesting antique store, and they've got the coolest petroglyphs. Alright, snakes, Franks, antenna, 96, MB, snake, cup, Christie, MTV, Reality 5, bong, the bell, the turnaround, the lizards, and my favorite. So yes, since I'm doing a baptism for the dead, I stopped here to lay a holy rock. Wow, I'm still almost there. On him for millennium. The new Christie factor. And I kissed the ground over here somewhere. Right there. Now, you know, the Pope better not come to Tucson, because when he gets off the plane, he might do his little ceremony of kissing the ground, and shoot, I guess that's probable cause here in Tucson for being arrested. Now, I'm just really tired. I haven't slept much. A lot of kids in the neighborhood causing trouble. So I've been hanging at my mom's house just to keep an eye on things. And then I come over here. Pinedale. Because I'll run you over here, man. And I get over here, and then the sheriffs pull in right here in their SUV. And so they're parked right here, and they're facing this way, facing right at me with their webcam. And one of them comes and stands over here, and the other one runs over there and wants to know what's up. And so I'm on my vision, quest, so I don't know if this is supposed to be a part of it or not. I tell them, I just want to get home, get some sleep. I'm on my way. Where you going? On my way to Richie. And they've got me blocked. And I'm not here to cause any trouble, but I'm trying to get home to get my meds. So they won't let me leave, so I say, well, if you're not going to let me leave, I need to get some sleep, so I make a little rock pillar right here. Now, as I recall, I handed a green belt to one and a holy rock to another, and if you want to understand that, you need to watch the quantum physics philosophy movie called What the Bleep, Down the Rabbit Hole. But yeah, that's my summary of the situation. But you think, do you really want to take on the liability of somebody who might be having a diabetic episode, who's just trying to get home to get his diabetes medication? But for me, since I've been a quality engineer so long, I just thought I'd analyze the process and know the search wasn't proper, and I felt that they, I don't know, put themselves at risk. Okay, that's over and out. Bye.